Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning all. Okay, in this lovely occasion, nice to meet you all. Back with me, Nining Yustiana. Today we are going to discuss about procedure facts. As you know, in this occasion, we are going to discuss about procedure. But before that, I would like to tell you the objective of this lesson, of today's lesson. Okay, the first one. After this lesson, I hope you will be able to memahami fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan dari teks prosedur. Kedua, dapat menganalisis dan membandingkan beberapa teks prosedur lain dengan memperhatikan struktur teks dan unsur kebahasaan. Ketiga, mempresentasikan hasil analisis secara lisan dalam bentuk video. Dan terakhir, membuat dan menerbitkan sebuah teks prosedur yang ada di sekitar kehidupan peserta didik dan menguploadnya di media sosial masing-masing. So you have to prepare it. The first one, you have to write your own tips or procedure, and then you make it video, and then you can upload it into your Instagram and your YouTube channel. Okay, before we continue our lesson, I'm going to ask you something. Have you ever been buying something and at the back of the pack there is a written how to use, how to operate, or how to make? It means we are going to discuss about the procedure things. Okay. The first, this morning I think you have breakfast, right? So who made your breakfast? Okay, I think your mom do it, right? So when your mom prepare your breakfast, what does she do? There are many steps and many preparation. The first thing, your mom should prepare the material for your breakfast, and then she will have to do the method. Okay, what ingredients and what equipment does she use for making your breakfast? That's what we call in text is procedure. Okay, next, let's see here. What is procedure actually? Okay, let's see. First, the text that explain how something works or how to use instruction or operation manuals. How to make, how to operate, how to close. I know you do many things in procedure. For example, when your mom prepared the breakfast, your mom should prepare the material, and then she has to think about the method that she used. This one, how something works, and then how to use instruction and operation manual. But in our meeting, in our lesson, we are not going to discuss any recipe. We are going to focus on how you do something, how you operate something. It's all about tips. Okay, look here. How to use the computer, how to use the tape recorder, the photocopier, the fax, how to operate your smartphone, how to wear the veil properly, or you can say how to wear your shoes. Anything you can do. It is called procedure. Next, the text that instruct how to do a particular activity. As we know that 12th grade, we are having a test. Next week will be the final test for you. So you have to be prepared that you can do the instruct. For example, how to study well, how to prepare the examination well, how to manage your time for getting a best result on final test. Okay, next, recipe, rule of games. Everyone loves games, right? So when you read the instruction, it means you do the instruction. It means you do the procedure. Okay, recipe rule. Okay, text that deal with human behavior. All of us are human. So, we are human, we are a living being, we use procedure. Alright. Okay, next. This is what we call procedure. The conclusion is the procedure text is a kind of text that tell you how to make or how to operate something. Okay, let me give you a really simple example. I have a piece of paper. Okay, this is my goal. My goal is to make a paper aeroplane. The material that I need is only a piece of paper. And this is the method. First of all, prepare a piece of paper. Actually, it could be square like this. Next, fold the paper into two parts. Become triangle like this. After that, fold the paper another triangle, the little one. After that, fold into the paper. Do the same, exactly the same with the others. Pull it up. Once again, pull it up. Alright, a plane, of course, make a wing, like this. This is the last touch. Pull the paper up. This is finally the paper aeroplane is ready to fly. This is a really simple example of how we make something. Alright, let's continue. So, why we should write a procedure text? This is the reason. So, everything we do, there must be a reason. Selalu ada alasannya kalau kita bikin sesuatu. Nah, apa sih tujuan dari membuat teks prosedur itu? Okay, let's see. The purpose of procedure text is to describe how something is completely done through a sequence of series. What we told you, the method is the sequence of series. So, it can be done with a few steps, dengan beberapa langkah. Jadi ada langkah-langkah tertentu yang bisa kita tempuh untuk membuat sesuatu atau mengoperasikan sesuatu. Okay, let's see another one. Or this one, to explain or tell the reader how to make, operate, do something through a sequence of action or step. Jadi yang kita yang terkenal itu adalah step, langkah-langkah. Jadi setelah tadi ada goals, tujuannya, it can be goals, objective, aims, atau yang kedua ada equipment, kalau kita menggunakan alat, material, kalau kita menggunakan bahan. So this one through steps, ada langkah-langkah. Setelah langkah, we are going to discuss in our next meeting is what tense do we use to write the procedure. Okay. Next, to explain step instruction to make, operate, to do something. So, the conclusion is, as I told you before, that procedure text is a text that tells you how to make or to operate something. Alright. Okay. So, the conclusion is we are having a generic structure. What we do, what the first we do when we are going to write a procedure text. When you want to write the procedure text, the first thing you have to do is, the first one is goal. Make sure you have a goal. Tujuannya apa? Mau membuat apa? Mau menjelaskan apa kepada pembaca? Ya. And then, the material or ingredient. Bahan apa, alat apa yang akan diperlukan untuk itu. Next, tentu saja ini adalah steps. Step itu secara berurutan. Pertama-tama, kedua, setelah itu, kemudian. Jadi menggunakan first of all, next, then, later on, and then, dan terakhir itu pasti we use finally. Oke. Language feature-nya apa sih yang digunakan? Harus menggunakan apa? Tadi yang sudah saya sebutkan, tentu saja ada first, second, third, the last, urutan ya. Yang kedua, use command, kata perintah atau imperatif. Cup, was, open. Jadi pakai kata kerja. Kemudian ada menggunakan using adverbial. Ya, express the detail, time, place, manner. For example, for 5 minutes, 2 hours. For example, if we are telling the reader how to make a cup of coffee, we should tell them how many ingredients do we use and how long does it takes. How 5 minutes, 2 minutes, or maybe 5 hours. So you have to do the detail. Jadi harus ada detailnya. Misalnya ini diaduk 2 menit atau ini dipotong sebanyak dibagi 20 slice misalnya ya. Using action verb, make, take, boil, cook, action verb, kata kerja, jangan lupa gunakan kata kerja. Dan yang terakhir, using simple present tense. What we are going to make is now. We are doing this for now, jadi menggunakan present. Kenapa menggunakan present? Karena di teks prosedur itu menerangkan secara berulang-ulang. Bisa dilakukannya, bisa kapan saja dilakukan gitu ya. Ini untuk tips atau untuk bagaimana cara menggunakan, memasak. Ibu-ibu biasanya banyak ibu-ibu, Anda punya ibu tentu saja. Nah, mereka biasanya mengoleksi. Kalau dulu buka resep, kalau sekarang tinggal buka cookpad contoh. Di sana ada yang disebut tadi, goalnya, materialnya, and then stepnya. Okay, let's see the example. How to charge handphone battery. Tapi di sini yang harus Anda perhatikan adalah cara penulisan langkah-langkahnya. First, connect the charger to your handphone. There, the plus symbol on the charger plug must face upward. Second, wait until the battery icon appears on the screen. Next, after that, charge the battery approximately 3 hours. Tadi yang disebut harus tepat, jelas berapa menit, berapa jam. Sepertinya kita jarang sekali memperhatikan. Kita men-charge handphone itu berapa menit. Sepenuhnya saja biasanya. Nah ini 3 hour, tapi kalau kita menulis satu manual itu harus jelas berapa menit, berapa jam. Until the battery icon indicate that the battery is full charge. And then remove the charger by pulling out from your handphone. That's it. Kenyataannya kan gampang ya. Plug, unplug, udah beres. Tapi kalau secara tertulis Anda harus memperhatikan tadi generic structure. Ada goalnya, ada equipment, ada step. Okay, next example. How to insert SIM card cell phone. Okay, this is the same. You really smart, you can handle it every day, every time. But what I mean here, you have to have an ability in writing procedure. Okay, so you have to understand how we write the manual. Sometimes when we buy something, we forget to read the manual books. Kadang kalau beli sesuatu kita lupa, padahal di situ sudah ada manual booknya, buku manualnya. Pas ini bingung, cari-cari yang tahu. Padahal tinggal dibaca, ya. Ini, we have to read. Tingkatkan literasinya. Okay, next. Next example, please. How to operate a fan. Biasanya ini di daerah panas. Di Lembang seperti di kita tidak terlalu penting fan ini, ya. Sama, ini juga withdrawing cash with an ATM card. I'm sure you will be having an ATM very soon. You are over 17 now. You will be able to have your own account. So jadi harus bisa ini ya. Mungkin sekarang belum karena Anda belum 17, sekarang sudah 17, bisa punya account bank sendiri. Jadi belajar untuk withdrawing cash with an ATM card. Oke, next. How to make a pencil box. Ini tutorial. Biasanya dari dulu, dari zaman elementary school ya, sampai sekarang ada yang harus bikin kerajinan. Nah, Anda tahu aim-nya apa tadi? Buat dulu, goal-nya apa? How to make a pencil box. Materialnya apa? Box, glue, scissor, paint maker. The methodnya, first, nah ini yang menggunakan verb. Lihat, find a box, peel off any labels, cut new tables, ya. Use decorative papers. The last one, fill the box and you are done. So, tidak semua harus menggunakan first of all, tapi bisa langsung juga pakai tadi, pakai verb, pakai kata kerja, pakai imperatif, perintah langsung. Ya, seperti mamanya misalnya kalau pulang ke rumah masih pakai sepatu, bisa langsung open your shoes. Selanjutnya, how do I open my shoes? Tulis bagaimana cara buka sepatu. How to open my shoes. How or you can use another one. Misalnya Anda itu mau mencuci baju, biasanya kalau beli baju ada labelnya di dalam, cara mencucinya, yang kadang jarang kita baca. Oke, next, how to learn English faster. Ini tips. Yang jago bahasa Inggris biasanya bagaimana sih bisa jago bahasa Inggris? Ya gitu aja lah. Nah, nggak tahu. Seharusnya Anda bisa menulis bagaimana tipsnya. Nah, contoh, how to learn English faster. First, read everything you can get your hands on. Apapun yang lewat terlihat mata, baca. Oke, next, actively take note a new vocabulary. Pas Anda lihat kosakata baru, sekarang bawa handphone tinggal tulis note. 3. Talk with real life humans. Sekarang banyak di dunia maya. Wah, ngobrol-ngobrol nggak kelihatan. Boleh? Boleh, it's okay. Tapi jangan lupa ngomong juga sama yang realnya ya. 4. Subscribe the podcast or YouTube channel, of course in English. Listening biasanya membuat kita lebih mudah jadi ke speaking. Listening dulu. Podcast sekarang banyak. Tentu saja go abroad. 3 bulan, 4 bulan di sana balik jago. Langsung. Kenapa? The power of kepepet. Nah, kalau misalnya kita kepepet bisa, insya Allah bisa. Langsung ngomong, langsung praktek. Use your friends. Gunakan punya teman itu ya. Ajak ngomong bahasa Inggris. Jangan malu. Misalnya di Indonesia kan sering begini ya. Wah, makan nasi aja sok-sok Inggris. Dengar kanan, keluar kiri. Pakai. Asal tahu waktu, jangan diangkut juga ngomong bahasa Inggris ya. Oke, kita tahu kalau dengan teman, gunakan teman. That's what a friend for. Ask a lot of question. Of course, you have to ask a lot of question. Tanya. Kalau nggak bertanya, pasti tidak bisa. Jadi, Anda harus bertanya yang banyak ke siapapun. Apalagi ke yang bisa. Kalau kita tidak bisa, tanya ke orang lain. Orang lainnya terus cari lagi. Oke, next, take a lead from the start. Maksudnya apa? Ya belajar ke yang lebih bisa. Saya ngajar kelas 12, tidak semua saya bisa. Kalau saya tidak bisa, I will ask my lecturer. Ya, siapa yang lebih bisa? Start with what you really need. Mulailah dengan apa yang Anda paling butuh. Butuh bahasa Inggrisnya buat apa nih? Anda butuh beasiswa, berarti harus belajar yang IELTS, TOEFL. Kalau untuk ada yang TOEIC, boleh. Atau conversation, daily conversation. Berarti pelajarilah yang sehari-hari dulu. Lihat tujuan Anda sesudah tamat SMA mau apa. Oke, next, don't kick yourself where you're down. Ketika Anda merasa, saya sudah tidak bisa, jangan keburu-buru menjudge diri sendiri. Ya, ada yang bilang, belajarlah, ini ada yang practice makes perfect. Ya, even it's not perfect, it's better lah, ya. Oke, this is how to learn English faster. Next, how to speak English well. Okay, I will discuss about it. Therefore, accept that English is a weird language. Yeah, it's really weird. We can write like this, but we have another way to read it, right? So sometimes it's really weird. Sometimes the word, the syllable A, sometimes we read A, I, E. So it's really weird. Just accept that. And in Indonesia, English is, remember, foreign language, not a second language. So it is normal for us. If it is really hard for us to learn English, just accept it, ya. Di kita itu hanya bahasa istilahnya foreign, asing, bukan second language seperti di Malaysia. Jadi terima saja. Emang bahasa Inggris aneh. Dibacanya apa, ditulisnya apa. It's really weird. Next, dive into the deep end. Pelajari terus. Stop being a student. Maksudnya saya hanya belajar, nggak bisa apa-apa. There are many students who will smarter than the teacher. Okay, remember the answer is in the question. Khusus teks, ingat nih, jawabannya itu ada di pertanyaan. For example, what is your hobby? My hobby is. What is the title of the text? The title of the text is. So the answer will be in the question. Okay, number 5, get more out of listening. As I told you before, listen, and listen. You love watching television? Oh no, not television anymore. You love watching movies, Netflix, etc. Okay, just listen. Listening. After listen, you repeat it. Become speaking. And then after that, you write down the word that you didn't understand. Write down the last. Pronounce it. Okay. Next, use it or lose it. That's right. You have to use it. When you do not use it for a long time, I think it is not. You will lose the ability of the language. Okay, language is a guessing game. If you didn't understand, just guess the meaning. Learn and study phrases. Belajarilah satu kalimat. Jangan satu kata. Yang ini. Bukan tidak penting, grammar is really important, tapi ini untuk academic essay, untuk academic writing. Kalau hanya untuk conversation, daily conversation, don't think too much about grammar. Just say it. Ngomong saja dulu, bule nggak akan menilai grammar kita kok. Kecuali untuk academic writing ya. Pembelajaran grammar harus bagus. Tapi kalau hanya untuk conversation, percakapan sehari-hari, ngomong saja, tidak akan dihukum kok. Okay, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Jangan takut untuk salah biasa. Kita bukan orang Inggris, biasa saja lah. Kalau orang Inggrisnya salah juga biasa aja. Kita orang Sunda, kadang mendengar orang Sunda yang ngomong kasar juga merekanya biasa-biasa saja. Harusnya lebih malu kalau kita berbicara Sunda yang salah sebagai orang Sunda daripada mau ngomong bahasa Inggris yang salah. Ngomong bahasa Inggris salah, oke. Kita bukan orang Inggris, wajar kalau salah. Masih belajar dan belajar. Learn from everyone. Tidak usah lihat siapa dia. Kita tuh belajar dari semuanya. Dia lebih tua, belum tentu lebih bagus ilmunya. Lebih muda, belum tentu lebih sedikit. So, we have to learn from everyone. Okay? That how to speak English well. Okay, now the assignment. As I told you that you have to write your own tips, make your own video with your tips, upload it on your Instagram, YouTube, or other social media that you have, and send me the link. Okay, not the whole video, just the link. Okay, and then now we are having a coronavirus. You can say the tips, how to do your healthy lifestyle, how to wash your hand appropriately. Mencuci tangan juga ada aturannya kan? Jadi bagaimana cara mencuci tangan yang baik? Peragakan, buat videonya. Nah, nanti ini kirim linknya ke saya. Boleh di tag di Instagram atau boleh kirim link YouTube-nya. Anda buat dulu tipsnya, ya. Nggak usah buat lah, Anda boleh lihat. Ini kita belum ke tahap membuat sendiri. Jadi Anda boleh cari tipsnya yang sudah ada dan dihafalkan. Ini yang penting. Memorize. Anda cari, tulis ulang, hafalkan, buat video dan tentu saja dengan alat peraganya ya. Jadi diperhatikan goals-nya apa, materialnya apa, and then metodenya gimana. Nah, setelah selesai, boleh diulang-ulang ya, yang paling bagus tentu saja. Ini saya tulis sebagai nanti tambahan untuk nilai ujian praktek. Jadi, tulis, upload. Sesudah upload, tag ke saya di Instagram atau kasih link. Ada di Moodle, bisa dilihat. Di situ ada nomor WA saya. Oke, you can also give me a question directly, write on your Moodle. Tulis saja di Moodle-nya pertanyaan-pertanyaannya semua ya. Tulis di situ, insya Allah saya balas dengan cepat. Kalau belum cepat, sabar saja. Nah, itu, I think that's all for today. Really happy to meet you all. Keep away, okay, stay healthy, and of course, keep your spirit for the final exam. Okay, that's all. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.